Yeah, so you won't get the item until after it releases. Amazon already said estimated delivery Thursday.
Mine says between the 13th and the 18th.
I'm gonna ask you a really dumb question.
Who,
Because you
me?
probably did, yeah, you probably didn't notice it whenever you was ordering. But did you see the the thing to be like picked up at your Target, or you just like hit buy now and just got it shipped to your house?
I got it shipped to my house.
Oh, okay. Oh, how's it going, Doctor O?
Good. How are you?
Yeah,
Pretty good.
I've got this like a working day, I guess you call it.
Yeah, can I show you what I made?
Jalen, how do you have plans for your birthday?
No, because I got all my classes like today. Like
Well,
I'm
if it,
sitting.
go ahead.
I'm sitting at this very spot on Mondays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. with 10 minutes in between each class.
Yikes. Well,
Yeah.
if it makes you feel any better, for my birthday last week, not only did I teach all day, but I had a faculty meeting later. And then because of scheduling, I had to go pick up my own birthday dinner.
Dang. Yeah. Oh, you wanted me to remind you about my like taking like the linear test early, because
Oh, yes.
everybody
So,
everybody wants to slap me with the test like for Friday.
right, actually, you know what? I forgot to mention it today, but you're not the only one who has a conflict. Somebody else, oh, one of your classmates has to go to a wedding that day or
Oh
that
gosh.
weekend. So, yeah, what I decided to do, and let me know if this works for you. So what I did last time is I just posted the exam on Friday, and you had to do it by Monday. I'm thinking I'll just post the exam on Friday, and you have to do it by Wednesday.
Let's go. That's awesome.
No, that'll be for everybody. I mean, I'll let everybody have that same freedom, and you can just do it whenever you want.
Let's go. Okay, that's
Talking about
incredible.
exam for this class?
Yeah,
No,
there's the
linear.
midterm for this class.
Oh.
The second midterm for this class is scheduled for Friday. So I'll just post it on Friday, and it will. You can do it anytime between then and Wednesday.
Okay, this Friday?
Yeah, I'll post it this Friday, and you can do it anytime between this Friday and next Wednesday. It's not going to be very long.
Is it going to be on the place that you did all the homeworks?
Yes, it'll be where the homeworks are, and it'll be where that first midterm was.
You also didn't upload it, like any of the lessons since October 30th.
Yeah, I know. So I got a little bit behind last week, so I will post last week's lectures today.
I maybe be lacking out, but did I don't remember doing a first midterm.
You did, because I graded it as part of your midterm grade. Hang on, let me just look. Don't panic, Jackson.
Okay, I'm sorry.
If
I must
something
be
went
having
horribly
like it's
wrong
been
schedule-wise, we'll still handle it. But I'm pretty sure you did it. I would have mentioned it to you before now.
It's just because I'm looking at the mathematical modeling for
Oh,
fall 20.
no. He's talking about. Sorry, no, I'm sorry.
I'm
I
talking
got
about
confused.
linear.
He's talking about linear algebra.
Oh,
Yeah,
Look at
right.
Terrell.
No, Jackson, I apologize. My fault. I just got confused because we were talking about linear algebra. There are no midterms for this class.
okay.
Look at Terrell.
Thank you. I was very concerned. I took
No. I apologize. My mistake. Don't worry about
Okay,
it. Everything
thank
is
you.
good. I'm
All right.
sorry. I can only imagine how you must have felt right there. No, it's just brain fart on my part.
Okay, thank you so much. It
Of
was
course. No, I would never do that to you, other than by accident. So
Can I show you what I came up with for my project?
yes, but I just want to remind everybody, and I just sent you all emails to this effect, that this week, I'm just here to help you with your projects. If you have questions, then feel free to come and ask them. I will be here from 11 to 11:50 in this space. But you don't have to come if you prefer to work by yourself. I also, in that email that I just sent around, sent the schedule for next week. Monday, we'll be doing review for the final exam. Wednesday and Friday will be presentations. And I asked a question in the email, which is whether you want to all have lunch together on Zoom on Monday, which basically just means we can eat while we're reviewing. So that could be, I'll be the one probably doing most of the talking, so I'll try not to spit food everywhere.
I never got that email.
Oh, it should have just arrived like 5 minutes ago. No?
Wait, let me refresh. Oh, this is downloading one new message. And
I don't have it.
That's weird.
Either.
It says it went out at 10:56. What did I do?
The last email I got was from Cindy Lyons.
Say.
Rel, Jackson, Zach. Sam.
Sometimes it just takes a few minutes to go through.
Yeah, our esports coach says that
It was just a
emails are
schedule,
delayed.
right?
Hey Terrell.
Yeah, it's just a schedule, and just to remind you that you don't have to come to class this week. It's just a reminder of things you already know, and also, ooh, what's in the fridge? And also to remind you that you don't have to come to class this week, and ask you if you want to have lunch together via Zoom next Monday when we do our review.
All right. I do have something with. All right. I ran into a small problem with my project. I know how to solve it, but like if I do what I think I should do, which is what we did for most of the class, I'm just kind of worried that it won't be complicated enough. If that makes sense.
Just show me. I mean, you can show me what you got, but you don't have to make this super complicated.
All right. Basically, the problem is that I'm doing like I already told you what I'm doing, like the trajectory of an object at a certain point based on initial velocity and the mass of one large object and the small object.
Oh yes, right.
So originally I wanted to, so it could be more accurate, just integrate those equations so I could get a precise position equation. The problem with that is I kind of ran into a rabbit hole where basically the acceleration due to gravity is based on its position away from it, and its position away from it at any point in time is based on the acceleration on it due to gravity, and then back and forth, and it kind of feeds back into itself.
Yep.
And it's hard for me to like differentiate that based on gravity in that way. So what I was planning on doing is basically, instead of doing that, it would basically be like a lot of the equations that we did up to this point where I segment the time.
I think that's great. I would like to see you do it that way, because even though in this case you can solve this particular, the two-body problem you can solve analytically, there'll be lots of problems probably in your life that you won't be able to do. And so I'm at least as interested in your ability to put a mesh on space and time and solve, or one or the other, and solve the problem using discrete techniques.
Yep. I wanted to, because I did find the equation for velocity on there, but I couldn't, I looked everywhere and I couldn't find one for position based on time. And I'm certain it exists somewhere. I just can't really, like, my limited abilities.
No, this is all the research that you've done there is good. Why don't you include that as part of your write-up? You just include the formula for velocity you found as part of your write-up. That'll be interesting. But when you actually do your work to solve this, I think solving it as a discrete problem is a great idea.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
That's basically all I kind of wanted to go over. So I'll kind of.
yeah, because I mean, when the more complicated the differential equations get, the less likely you're going to. Well, it depends on what you end up doing, but generally, the less likely there exist analytical techniques to solve them exactly, and these approximation techniques are super helpful.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Sure, you don't have to thank me. I'm glad that you're getting into it.
All right.
Jalen, you said you had something you wanted to show me.
Yeah, so can I share my screen, please?
Yeah. Hey, let me put in screen share.
I'm trying to be quick because I'm pretty sure Terrell and Jillian got questions.
Okay, so hang on. Where'd it go? Oh, right. I can't do it there. Okay, there you go.
Shway. Okay, so this is what I came up with. And it's to the side. So this is what I came up with by going at random. Of course I had to fill in some spots of my own, but like I've always had to add just like one extra seed on like each row.
So what?
Other than that, it's random.
When you do the write-up, explain to me how you ended up with the randomness. I know you sort of said that verbally, but I want that to be part of your presentation. And then as the crux, sort of the culmination of your presentation, I want you to share with everybody the rules you developed and the logic behind them.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know one thing that occurred was it got to the point where like it just kept saying like because I did like I asked Siri to pick a random number because as you could tell the seats are numbered.
Yep.
I mean I think I could find like a blank one.
It's okay. You just.
Oh no, it's all good. So hold on, let me switch it. There we go. Okay, so as you can tell, like the seats are numbered.
Yep.
So what I did was I found a website that did like a spinning wheel, obviously not including A or D. So I entered in B, and that made this little b, and so on and so forth. So as it got started getting a little bit spotty, I was able to go like, okay, like I said, 2 seats cannot be used if there's like already a seat taken. So I gave it time to like, if the random number was like 1 and then 4, then if it didn't get on like around these two, I'll just like slash it like you saw in the last picture.
Yep. No, I got you. No,
So,
I think I see what you're doing. Jalen, one thing that you might want to look up as part of your research is something called the Monte Carlo method. You don't have to look it up now, but it relates to what you're doing.
Okay. I'll write that down real quick.
Sure.
Cool.
So great job so far. I'm looking forward to seeing your presentation. Now, Terrell and Jillian, I don't know who was first.
Terrell, you can go first.
Okay. So I found a formula on Excel for my problem, but it talked about how, because I already told you what I was going to do for my project. So it talked about how the food delivery would be on time, late, or early. And then you told me to do trials of errors, and then I tested. Well, I didn't order any food, but I tested it out and see how long it would take.
I'm not asking you to order a bunch of food.
Oh no, but I realized that each time of the day, like the time changes on how long it'll take for the food to be delivered. Also,
right. So what I'm hoping from you is for you to do sort of a large number of simulations, and then sort of come up with some averages, that sort of thing. That's basically where I think your project will be best.
Okay. So I should still do the formula that Excel gave me about being on time, early and late, or just trying to dig in a little bit more about it.
I'm not sure exactly what you mean.
Oh, for food delivery, on Excel, it said that what a formula that I found online, it said that the formula they used had the time it'll get there. It will get to your destination on time, early or late.
Okay.
So,
That's fine too. I mean, if you want to, if instead of doing averages, you might say, based on my repeated trials, it arrives on time, 72% of the time or 84% of the time or whatever it is. That's also a great way. And that might be better.
okay. That
So
makes sense.
I like this, and so I like the large number of trials idea that you can do, and then make predictions based on that.
Okay. I'll do a little more research.
Cool.
Mm.
So are you good, Terrell?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
So Jillian, what do you got?
So sorry. It's really hard to find weight of these horses,
Uh-huh.
but I was thinking instead of weight, I could do age, height and age.
Yeah, I think that's fine. You don't. I wasn't expecting any particular variables. I would just like you to relate these variables and then do analysis as best you can.
Okay. And then I was going to doing research to look at all the horses in like that specific division of the Olympics, and there's 75.
Isn't that good?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that was like an okay amount, not like
I think that's
too much.
great. I mean, I was afraid you were about to say there was like 1,000, which I would say pick one color of horse and go with that. No, 75 I think is a great number. You should be able to get some good data.
And there were a couple that were like eliminated off the bat,
Yeah.
but that's rider error. Should I include that? Like, it's not the horse's fault.
I think I can state, Jillian, with complete confidence that you know more about this than I do. And
Okay.
so I will leave the decision as to whether to eliminate them up to you.
Okay. All right, that's it.
Okay, great job so far. Looking forward to it.
Should I do more random ones just to see how it goes, or?
Yes, I would,
Okay.
if you can, and I don't know if this is going to be possible, but if you can think of a way of sort of automating it, like I know right now you're using a spinning wheel, and so every time it spins, you have to be part of the process. If you can think of a way of automating it so it can run a bunch of trials really fast, that's even better. But I don't know if that's going to be possible.
You would think for someone who can who's taking like a various computer science classes could do such a thing. I don't.
Well, think it over. I mean, this idea of maybe being able to automate it, how could I do that? This is the sort of thing that you can sort of think about while you're doing other things, and maybe, in a day or two, you'll have an idea of how to do that. I remember last semester, wow, when I was teaching data science, one of my students wanted to do this interesting project on the arrival of COVID in the US and how that related to the sale of guns. And he was collecting data off of Google searches. Like, you can get Google searches to do, I'm not saying this relates specifically to your problem. I'm just saying how slowly we get ideas of how to do these things. The Google search like data that he could collect didn't answer exactly the question that he wanted to, but slowly we thought it over and we figured out how to sort of do an end run around to collect the data we wanted, even though Google didn't supply it. We were using all sorts of proxies for things, and it slowly dawned on us how we could do this thing. And so if you think about it, maybe something will dawn on you. I should tell you that, what's it called? Excel has a random number generator too.
Oh, let's go.
So that
Okay.
that might be something that you could incorporate, and you might be able to somehow, put your movie theater virtually into Excel and have it sort of run a large number of trials, and do it all the work for you.
That'd be kind of nice.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know exactly how this is going to play out, but at least that's a place to start.
Okay. I guess I gotta do some Excel research then.
Yeah. So I think the Excel, I think it's, let me just bring up Excel on my computer.
I didn't know Excel could do that. Did y'all figure out that Excel could do that?
I didn't know Excel could help me with my problem.
So hold on for a second. So if I have Excel up and tell me what you want to do. Random.
Oh, and can you make it random letters instead of random numbers?
Well, maybe, but you can always. I know you want to do random letters probably to get the row numbers.
Yeah.
But you can always turn those into numbers too. You know, just because in the movie theater they're, you know, it's a row A through H or whatever it is. You can turn that into rows 1 through 5. I mean, you can always change.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Yeah, so
Okay.
there's a random function, RAND, random between function. There's plenty of stuff with where you can get random numbers.
Okay.
So I don't know how you're going to make this work, but it's a toolkit that you can use.
Okay. Okay.
So
All right then.
if you can figure that out, even if you can figure out how to get it to populate just a couple rows randomly, then you could do it like a large number of times and then draw some general conclusions.
Yeah, I've just been using like a basic photo editing app that I always use.
Totally. But I mean, while you're producing these beautiful pictures because you know everything looks like seats, that's interesting, and you can put that into your part of your project. But the math behind it, the actual like how can I seat these people effectively, that's probably more important.
Yeah.
So you're already coming up with rules. If running a large number of trials helps you do that more efficiently, then great.
Yeah, I'll figure that out.
Yeah,
All right. Thanks, Dr. O.
my
I'm gonna
pleasure.
pop out.
And happy birthday, whatever happens
you.
to the rest of your birthday. Hopefully you get a cake or something at some point.
Oh, I already requested a milkshake, so that's all I want.
Milkshake. Milkshakes are good.
I have one more question.
Yes.
So should I do the average of the food delivery being delivered to my house on time and late? Would that help too?
Yeah. I mean, you organize the data. Terrell, I want you to be the expert. So you decide what's the most useful information and focus on that.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're
I'm
welcome.
hot now.
So yeah, just like I can't tell Jillian anything about her project because she knows way more about horses than I do. At this point, you're going to be the expert with food delivery.
Okay. Have a good one, Dr. Oderer.
Take care, Terrell.
Yeah, I'm gonna go too, just because it's just.
Yeah, I think you know what you're doing, and you probably don't need me right now. But I will be back here Wednesday and Friday in case you have any more questions or ideas you want to run past me.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye.
That's loud.